SMT Nation, we back. We've got an article from Light Reading, Mike Dano. I'm going to go ahead and link this in the description to discuss this topic today. Did fixed wireless already peak in the US? Fixed wireless access or cellular home internet is the new bee's knees. It is a major disruptor to big cable and fiber operators. What Verizon and T-Mobile, namely, are doing is they're taking excess capacity on their networks, their mobile networks that they typically use for the mobile user, the regular wireless subscriber. And where they can, they're going to allow home internet users on the network. They send them a gateway. They don't charge them anything for the access to the gateway as like a rental. And then they pay like a flat monthly rate, which is pretty competitive. And they give them high speed broadband, and it becomes a viable option to replace cable operators, DSL, and possibly satellite as well. And in some cases, people are taking fixed wireless access over fiber because of pricing. All right. It's a very price sensitive marketplace. It's an industry where pricing is king. So if you can beat your competitors by $5 or $10 a month in today's economics, it might make sense for people to switch as long as it's reliable and people feel like they're getting what they're paying for. So what we're starting to see is people are leaving big cable for fixed wireless access. DSL customers are leaving as well because there may be either a superior experience, or B, a better price. And maybe it's kind of switched in that order. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of momentum over the past year. 3.260000 net broadband adds, almost 3.3 million fixed wireless customers, or excuse me, it's 3.2 million customers added for home internet, and fixed wireless accounts for 56% of them. Okay, so this is namely going to be the Verizon and T-Mobile home internet. Fixed wireless accounted for 95% of broadband net adds among top 6 providers in the US. Okay, so let's look at these numbers here from John Yasley. 10,000 subscribers per day with a combined 920,000 uh, fixed wireless access net adds. T-Mobile and Verizon total delivered impressive daily average of 10,000 net adds per day. That's 95% of the broadband net adds among the top 6 providers. Okay, so look at this graph. These are the net adds, and this is it based on percentages. You will see that T-Mobile is absolutely killing it. They added, I think, like 570,000 net adds, maybe 580 if I remember correctly in Q3. Verizon came in, I think, in a combination of business and then the residential service. They came in like over 300,000 according to the data. And then here's all your wireline providers: Altice, AT&T, Comcast, uh, Verizon, FiOS, and Charter. They're not showing the same growth rate. So look at this. Here's kind of like Q3 2021, right? You'll see that the fixed wireless subscriber additions are pretty low. And then you have this peak. And then here's Verizon with a peak. And then you have cable with a dip. Now, here's something interesting. You see a little bit of flat line, right? You see the pace isn't as steep or rapid. And then here's cable kind of coming back because cable is wise to make a couple of moves. They've improved the pricing and promotional offers now, right? With wireless and bundles and stuff like that, specifically Comcast and Charter with Spectrum and Xfinity. And they've been able to kind of see some of that growth again. It's slow, right? Like for example, here's Comcast. You don't see much action, but you do see some Charter gains. So they they are at attention, folks. They know what fixed wireless came to do. Okay, so uh, moving forward into this article, it says fixed wireless access could be the best growth opportunity in telecoms right now. For the mobile network operator, it is an absolute renaissance period. Here's something to consider, which I think is extremely premature. Fixed wireless access, whether directly or indirectly, is the primary source of pressure of cable broadband growth. And then if fixed wireless access slows, cable should accelerate. This is true. This is probably going to be something that we see. Unfortunately, I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Fixed wireless access will slow eventually. I just don't think it's happening this year or next year for that matter. So let me explain why. Fixed wireless access is on a growth tear. Folks, it is not going to change. I will tell you in terms of my predictions, T-Mobile, I think their goal is to get to like 8 to 9 million fixed wireless access subs in the next couple of years. I think they get there, no problems at all. By 2025, I think it's a slam dunk. They're going to be adding at least 2 million subscribers annually for the next couple of years. So they already have 2 million. Okay. After Q4, they'll have over 2 million. I expect them to do that for a couple more years. That'll put them at about 6 million. And I think at that point, it's probably going to start to slow. Right? Maybe not 5 or 600,000 ads per quarter, but I still think they're going to be around 300,000 ads during that last couple of quarters. And it's going to put them around that mark. I think by 2025, 2026, they're probably pushing 9 or 10 million subscribers. So I think they are going to grow. And then Verizon, same thing. They're guiding to 4 to 5 million, fixed wireless access customers. They've got about a million currently, at least a little bit over a million, probably. So they would probably continue at a pace of about 200 to 300,000 quarterly, and they'll probably get there by 2025 as well. But the thing about this is, outside of that trajectory, when is, Verizon and T-Mobile, when is their growth going to slow? No time soon, folks. They're going to continue to accelerate. Maybe not going beyond, the current 5 or 600,000 sub average. I think they're going to have a few quarters like this for T-Mobile. Verizon's going to hang around this 300,000 mark for a while. In fact, if I could be more specific about Verizon's capacity on their network through C-band on the N77 channel, that's their very expensive mid-band 5G networking that they just got from this auction a couple years ago, and they're just now starting to build. There's an entire geography in this country that is not getting access to that just yet. It's clearing in 2023 because it was on satellite operations for a while. Now it's getting repacked for cellular usage, and it clears at the end of the year. And once Verizon gets that clearance and can actually turn it on and put it live in most of the country, as of right now, they're only in like 50 major markets. When that opens up to the next 100 or more, well, now it's national. They're going to be taking customers in those opportunities. The DSL customers, the satellite customers especially, those are slam dunks for growth. This is not slowing down anytime soon, folks. In fact, I was reading an article on a forecast of subscriptions for fixed 5G, fixed wireless from ABI Research, and they're projecting by 2026 that there's going to be 58 million fixed wireless access customers worldwide. With that number kicking up, that indicates that the United States as a major growth factor here, right? We're the ones that are buying the services at a pretty fast pace. We're going to be seeing this continuing. All right, so there's no relaxing for cable. They're going to have to compete with fixed wireless access, and carriers and the cable operators are starting to bundle service and offer compelling promotions and bundles to help people save money. Now, the fixed 5G, the fixed wireless access networks, which are traditionally actually just mobile networks with excess capacity, the fixed wireless access user does consume like 20, 30, 40, 50 times more of the network resources as a mobile user. Therefore, they're less profitable. But if you're building the network and you have excess capacity with some additional tools, a 5G standalone core for network management, different tier options, additional spectrum, increasing backhaul to tower sites, the fiber, a lot of those things can improve the services and deal with any capacity concerns, so long as the growth does not outpace the actual capacity on the network, because you don't want your mobile users feeling the pinch, right? We know that T-Mobile's experienced that a lot in situations, and they're addressing it with upgrades. Um, same thing with Verizon. They're going to have to do the same thing, but you've got different technologies, millimeter wave, more spectrum, enhanced carrier aggregation. They're going to be dealing with it as time comes, but the growth isn't going to stop, folks. T-Mobile and Verizon are going to push forward as major growth players for years to come, regardless of what big cable will tell you. It ain't stopping. This is going to be happening for years down the road. And we're happy to have that competition. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on this. Do you agree with the article? Do you agree with the analyst that it's going to slow soon? Okay, me personally, I do not. And by soon, they're basically implying it's starting to slow now, which you could say it's slowing now. Like maybe it's hit its peak, right? They won't have more than these net adds in a quarter moving forward, but it's still going to be around the same, in my opinion, for several years. Comment down below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more, and turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. And of course, words of motivation from the SMT. Every day is a new day, a new opportunity to go out and be great. So go out there and be great. Thanks for watching. See you all on the next one. Peace.